August is over, September is here, and we're gonna go through the gardens and show you what's happening. Let's get into this crazy looking jungle. If you guys haven't watched it yet, I have it linked on the end of this video along with the playlist or another garden tour. I don't know if I have a playlist yet, but this is the squash jungle. It is dying. It is coming to the end of the season. There is plants in here somewhere. A lot of weeds. I'm really pleased with my marigolds. So that's kind of cool. Marigolds and nasturtium did good. Maybe we'll have stuff like that come back up next year. But that's not where we're here. We're here for the squash. There are some butternut and, oh shoot, this broke off. We're gonna have to pick this. Oh shoot. This is, I don't know what that is. It doesn't look good though. Well, that's, I don't know. We'll have to come back for that. Decorative pumpkins. There's a big one. And here's one of those green ones. That right there is not a spaghetti squash. That is a Atlantic pumpkin. We got our Bob White. Oh goodness, no. Our baby boo. Not Bob White. Our baby boo pumpkins, little white ones. And then our little tiny pumpkins that I don't know what their names are, but I've got a friggin' ton of them. The trombone squash. That one went bad. But these ones are not bad. What? Why are they not attached? This is so weird to me. So we'll go take this and set this out with the rest of them. Not a lot of cantaloupe or watermelon, because nothing like that ever grows here. Disappointing. But we have gotten a slight harvest, which I'll show you guys. Some big trombone. I've been trying to rotate this so it ripens. Spaghetti squash. One. This has been a very disappointing year for gardening. Acorn squash. Lots of butternut. I don't know what the heck that is. And then the little decorative. So, not a ton. Kind of a disappointment, but that's just how this year has been. Moving into the flower garden. Got a lot of double yield flowers, and I love that. These are like just my absolute favorite. Like, and then the big, oh my gosh. Lots of yellow ones, which these were the yellow canary. And then I think the Isabella or something like that. These are just beautiful. I hacked off a lot of the sunflowers. They're all gone. I think it's just literally one, and it's going the other way soon. And then I also cut back the amaranth because it was just getting too big and falling over. And seeds were going to drop eventually, and I didn't want to pull weeds like I've had to pull morning glories. Like, look at this. I didn't plant morning glories here, yet here they are. I didn't plant morning glories back here, yet there they are. It's like never ending. In here there's, yeah, see, there's morning glory right there. They look pretty, it's just, they live forever. There's the tomato plant that I also didn't grow there, but, you know, there's never been tomatoes in this garden, but it ended up over here. I don't know. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. I love this. Next year I'm definitely going to grow this again, because this is just such a beautiful plant. Here's my sunnies. They're looking nice and tall. Well, not quite yet. I mean, they're getting there. They're growing pretty good since I put them in, what, like a week or two ago? This is also some stuff that I planted. I do not know what this is at all, but it's in here. And there's another one. I don't know what it is, but it's there. And I did kind of shuffle some stuff and put it in here. This is exciting. So I thought we planted the Bells of Ireland over there. We didn't. It's right here. And I mean, they're cool and all, but I was never going to be able to use those anyway because they're not tall enough. They're supposed to get taller. This whole bed is just going to like stinking ripped out eventually, but because it's not just plants, it's weeds at this point, but I'm not going to bother with it till it's done. The Thunderbird is so pretty. Celosia is definitely on my list of stuff I want to grow next year. It's basically amaranth, but smaller. And it doesn't leave seeds like the amaranth does, so definitely going to grow this again. It's a lot prettier too, in my opinion. And then there's more zinnias over here. I'm going to be saving seeds from this one. And I think some of these, just because I really like the color, I kind of want to try to save seeds that have this sunset type of color. It's just kind of a goal of mine. I want to cross some more orange with it, so maybe next year I'll tie in like some of these oranges right here, and we'll get it to more of a finer coloration. But for right now, it's not too bad. I'm happy with it. So this garden is just kind of becoming a mess, but it'll all be cleaned up soon. I really love this. Oh my gosh. Now this garden, there still isn't anything crazy updates. We're getting to the point where everything is harvestable. I don't know if that was said or not in the last video, but we are getting a harvest. Our potatoes should be done soon. You can tell that they're starting to die off. I need to come out here and water. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow though, so I probably won't. The teddy bear sunflowers, those shot up, and then these things, the Mexican sunflowers, which are pretty cool. Mexican sour gherkins, I have let go harvesting. We don't eat them fresh. We only pickle them, and I haven't had time to really pickle them, so just haven't bothered. Nasturtium. We have our cherry dwarf and our peach nasturtium. I took out the pea plants, dug up the beans, got rid of the zucchini, and planted cucumbers. And I planted beans here. As you can see, there's one there, and there's one there. Nothing else came up. Tons of nasturtium. Tomatoes are all falling to the ground. I need to pick those up and set them out in the sun so they can ripen. The blight got to our tomatoes, guys. It's just something that happens every year. Our blueberry tomato. Looking nice and blue. Nasturtium in between all my tomatoes. I ripped out all of the cucumbers because they were all dead, and then I planted marigolds here. And I did plant more cucumbers, but they all died, which is very disappointing because I had some good plants started there. Green beans, kept those going too. We have our sunflowers, more cucumbers. These actually look good. This blew off, but the cabbage plants actually, like, that's not a half bad looking cabbage. I'm probably gonna make sauerkraut here pretty soon. Because that was my whole goal with this, just to make sauerkraut. So I think I'm going to try to make some sauerkraut with these heads. Because honest to goodness, that's really not that bad. That's a good sized head of cabbage. We have some okra. Okra that hasn't fully... I'm not noticing anything like major on it yet, but it's coming. There's the plant itself. So that's kind of cool. And more tomatoes down here, which also look like crap because of the blight, and I didn't put any cages around them. But yeah, the garden's just kind of dying. We're just getting to that point in the year where stuff's dying off, and we're getting our harvest, but at the same time, the plants are failing. So. Not that great of a harvest this year. It's really disappointing. It's just the way the season went. So that is the main garden. I'm going to take you up to the container garden on our back deck. I harvested the corn. It didn't do that well. So I just pulled the plants and took what cobs I had. Definitely not something I recommend planting. It's kind of a waste of time. The peppers have been looking good. Everything up here got really dried out really fast, so that was kind of a difficult thing. But we do have, I think the biggest accomplishment for this whole porch, this container garden right here, has been the peanuts. I'll throw up a picture for you guys and show you. I actually harvested a peanut from here, and this is just me kind of rooting through it just slightly. Here, I'll flip the camera around so you can see. Just on top, okay, this is still attached. I'm gonna put it back in the ground, but just on top here, I see one peanut. Right down there, there's another one. It's like the weirdest. It's so weird to me, but they're not done yet. I mean, I know we have to roast them and all, but that is like so stinking cool that actually worked. The goji berry, it's just a big tall plant. There's two of them, so I know that this is a goji berry because that's exactly where I put them. Peppers, everything up here needs watered. And then the basil did not do what it was supposed to. It said it was going to do on the packet. It was going to turn into like an orb, and it didn't. So this deck, we gotta maintain it a little bit better next year. The soil just dries out a lot faster up here because it's right in the sun. It's not getting any shade. And I didn't monitor the watering situation, but realistically I should have watered this like every day. So I think that's why the plants kind of did how they did, but biggest, most impressive goal has been the peanut plant. I'll make sure to keep you guys posted on the harvest. I think that's everything for today's garden tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.